jumping right into things, we have the Lamborghini in the high-speed ring. Not my favorite car, but it's definitely a lot easier to drive than most cars. As I run into this barrier here, not very proud of that. But overall, like, I just got it down on the second attempt. You know, usually like takes me about like 5 tries, but the car was pretty nice to drive to the point that I could just finish it in like my 3rd try, like here. And yeah, just taking a nice line here. I like the car because, you know, it's very predictable. A bit understeery, but predictable. You know, just finishing a full lap of it, no problem. Like, just jump in there and start driving well. So yeah, like, I had high hopes for the for the session because of my experience here. Such a clean, simple lap, and I got it down very quickly as well. So anyways, as we finished this lap here, I was feeling confident. I was doing quite well here, so I thought, you know, maybe the rest would be pretty easy, but this would be the very last time I'll ever see this on my 2nd try. Ah yes, little did I know, after selecting this car and this track, that I'd be sitting in the car of the devil himself. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, compared to Satan's dog a while ago, I feel like the S15's a lot easier to drive than the Ferrari. And if you haven't guessed yet, this is probably the last time I will ever feel confident about any mission. $15,000 attempts later, I finally get this corner correctly. And my goodness, you have to see how I get this. Barely scraping this, watch. Barely scraping this.
Watch. Barely scraping this.
Nailing that. My goodness, did it feel so good to step on the gas one last time on this final straight. Coming out of hell, heaven feels so good. Rally driving in this game might not be the best experience, but it's so much better than driving a Supra on Tokyo Expressway. I might not be the best rally driver right now, as seen by the clips, my sloppy driving as usual. But sometimes you just need to enjoy the moment, you know. And honestly, I was just recalling all that pain and suffering, all those hours worth of suffering to take those attempts, as I grinded through all these licenses in one day. Being a avid rally car enthusiast, I eventually finished this in 1 try, which I'm very happy about. And my goodness, did it feel so good to just get my ego back. I think that's a reoccurring pattern here. I would experience great hell and torment and feel heaven in the next. I would lose all my confidence and gain it back the next. And this again was one of those moments where I just finished it in 1 try, just like the S15. And honestly, like, as I crossed the finish line, I felt even more scared to know what the next one was. Because if I had fun now, I'd know I'd suffer later. And by God, was I right. And alas, I was right. I had to drive the devil himself, the beast untamed, the killer of man and humanity. Only those who are aware of its wrath can truly understand. Thy commentary will return as soon as I finish taming this beast. After breaking 5 million virtual bones, we finally did it. But unlike the previous missions, where we had little breaks in between, this was an exception. We ventured right in, and the very moment I slammed on the brakes to test the braking limit, I already knew I was never gonna get this down.